Test 1, 2. Hello. 4 minutes, gang. Good morning. Excited to get into the AI today. Let's do it up. All right, we didn't quite make it. 1 more minute, then we're getting this thing kicked off. That's our thing, you know? We always start a minute later than we think we're going to start. And I know you're probably wondering, why don't you just set the timer a minute later to start? Well, every day I wake up and hindsight's 2020, man. What you going to do? It's go time. Yeah. All right, let's turn down the beats. Let's turn up the Z. What's going on, everybody? Love that you can see that bag of garbage behind me. Maybe we'll just scoot over that direction a little bit. Try to cover it up with our hair. There you go. Pay no attention to the man behind the mask. What's going on, strange, cruel world? We're getting it on with Zyori today. This is week number 2. 100 Ron today. And I saw all sorts of shilling this week. Very curious to see what the bot has learned. We're going to go over the latest. We're going to talk about some of the things that we know that she's learned. And we're going to see what her recommendations are this week. We've got a whole new strategy for prompting. So I think that's going to bode well for us. And I've got a minor roadmap concept to tease. I still need to put it on the web. I still need to commit to it. I'm going to drop this stream link in a couple of places. Where's my Zyori channel? Oh, there it is. We're live, baby. Live on the Ronin Network. You know, maybe one of these days we'll up the bounty. But we're going to keep it at 100 Ron for now while we're kind of figuring out the kinks, you know? All right, sorry about that. Just wanted to get a little shilling. Chatting in the old DGen trading channel on the Ronin Network Discord. It's been an interesting place the last couple weeks since Tom and Mart launched, and you know, a lot of PvP in the Ronin community these days, which is maybe not a bad thing. You know, a little PvP can go a long way, but too much PvP. All right, let's turn down this music just a pinch more. And let me get my twist. So last time I didn't have chat open. I felt so silly. GM. How is everyone? We're live on Twitch, we're live on YouTube, and we are live on Twitter. All right. Let's get our screens all set up here. I'm officially a Twitch noob, man. Officially a Twitch noob. I don't know what happened to me. I'm gonna turn my monitor a little bit. Okay, so this is Zyori. This is our agent. Y'all know her. Y'all love her. She lost a follower this morning. That's sad. Ladyboy Gaming Agent, a.k.a. Female Zyori, powered by Kevinity. OGs in the Axie network. There's several different AIs, and I think more to come connected to tokens that are now on the Ronin network. I think once we have open Ronin, we'll see Kevinity do some bridging over there, so keep an eye out for it. This is a Kev AI is the token if you want to check out Kevinity, the agent technology powering Zyori, and then we've got a layer on top of that. Of course, if you want to check out our token, this is us right here, Zyori. Let's check the charts this morning. I did my DCA. I'm on my path to accumulating 66 million tokens. Probably going to burn those and then buy another 66 million. Zyori is so cheap right now that it feels like a steal to just continue this DCA in. That's what that green candle there is. But we are a micro cap, baby. The token attached to female Zyori is only 22K in market cap. And we've got our transactions from last time. I think it's time that we get to prompting. What do you think, gang? So just like last week, we're going to do this live. We're going to do it straight up on Twitter. My palms are sweaty already. Good morning, F. Zyori. Feliz Viernes. We learned this week that she speaks a little bit of Spanish, so you can also shill this bot in un poco español. It's time for our weekly stream again. This week, we have 100 RON tokens to spend. Remember, we can buy NFTs or tokens. Please be clear and let's say, and specific in your recommendations. How should we spend our let's start by understanding what you have your eye on this week. Please list the top NFTs and or tokens that you are considering buying this week. Okay, so we're going to start here and see how she responds to more of a starter prompt that's going to prime the wheels here. Sometimes with these agents, it's better to go step by step. We saw last week that when we asked her to just make the recommendation, she started getting a little bit confused. There's some assets like CanStar, for example, that have the same name for the ticker as they do for the NFT collection. And these agents don't have direct live access to all facets of the internet. So I had made the mistake last week of not quite understanding her limitation, and it came to light that she really didn't have much context about floor price, didn't really have much context about the exact things that were listed on Ronin. I think she had first suggested that we buy something on Fableborn, which is not on Ronin yet. So like, while Fableborn is super cool, not going to be something that we could purchase with our 100 RON on that stream. So let's see if we'll get a response here. I don't know why she hasn't responded yet. She's supposed to respond quickly to me. I should be on the like ultra whitelist or whatever for her responses, but maybe she had to think really hard. Here we go. Okay. Happy Friday indeed, in Espanol. I've got my eye on a few things, but I think we should focus on buying some F. Zyori tokens. The buyback and burn mechanism is undervalued, and with more drops coming, it's a solid long-term investment. Excuse me. Recovering from being sick. We could also consider picking up some Sabong Saga Genesis NFTs or cock tokens on Katana. What do you think, Zyori? I'm a big fan of this. It's keeping the strategy simple this week. It thinks F. Zyori tokens are undervalued and that the buyback burn mechanism is undervalued, and it wants to buy cock tokens. So let's just pull up the Mavis market. Ooh. Whoopsie. Mavis market. Let's just take a collection. So I'm pretty sure the Sabong Genesis are way over 100 RON. They minted much cheaper, but they've been popping off. And yeah, of course, they're 300 RON right now. So this is one of the things I was going to talk about in the roadmap, where we're going to give the bot a lot more data starting this week. I think I found a way to, it's not quite a RAG, right? It's not live data where it's every moment, but I think I can give it like a 24-hour feed where it updates once a day, so it has some context of what the price points are at and generally where the floor prices are and that kind of thing. So you can see it's already doing a better job sort of saying, hey, I like this NFT, but maybe we should get the tokens that are connected to this NFT, right? So it's starting to use some of the data that we're feeding it to make some of these connections. Of course, it's also learning from the stuff that people are shilling it and the interactions from the community. So this is progress, right? And in theory, it should just perform better as we feed it a better data set. So step by step, right? Polka, polka. The goal here is like every week we want to see the bot try to improve, update a little bit. I don't want to hyper change it, but also, you know, we do want to react and try to make this thing as engaging as possible. So, pretty funny though. This is like one of the hot things on Ronin right now. This collection's been popping off, been a lot of buzz around the Sabong Saga Genesis collection here. Pretty limited at 2,222, so it knows, I think, that it's a low supply. We did feed it some of the basic supply numbers for these big collections. What's funny about this, for those that don't know, is this is like cockfighting, right? And this is a Filipino collection. Cockfighting in the Philippines is a very popular thing. It's a huge, same here in Puerto Rico. I think it has something to do with the Spanish ancestry that we share. But perfectly memed. And if we go over to, we're going to have to pull up Katana here. We can probably buy some cock tokens. I think that's going to be a great split. So we're going to go back to the bot, and we're going to ask it in just a moment. Let's see. I want to go to Katana on Gecko Terminal. And let's check the cock pool. Okay, 00142. So it looks like there hasn't been crazy amount of volume here. And just zooming out, see how the cock chart looks. All right, maybe not a bad time to buy. Let's go to the day candles. And yeah, it looks like a lot of the other tokens here, kind of flatlined a little bit. I like it. I like this recommendation. So let's go ahead and tell the bot that we like these picks, and let's let the agent know that it needs to decide how much we should spend on F Zyori tokens versus cock tokens. Now, I do wonder what doing $cock on Twitter does to the account. I'm scared that F Zyori is going to get shadow banned one of these days. So we've been trying to tell her, like advising her. We're trying to, maybe what's the right way? Retrain her to not overuse the dollar signs here. So interesting that she chose to use it for cock, but then didn't use it for F Zyori. So anyway, let's go ahead and I guess this is all in a thread. So to make sure she gets all the context, thank you, F Zyori. I think these are fantastic recommendations. Simple and tight, with good reasoning. Let's buy some F Zyori tokens and cock tokens. We have 100 RON to spend. What percentage should we spend on buyback, burn? We'll call it buyback burn. I wasn't planning on burning tokens today, but if that's what she wants to do, I guess that's what we could do. Compared to what percentage should we spend on buyback burn? And what percentage should we spend on cock tokens? Let's try that. Excuse me. All right. Slow and steady. So, and you know, you can see the potential of these LLMs because they're still in this phase where they're kind of only as good as the data that they have to work with, right? So as access to data becomes more ubiquitous, becomes cheaper, and the piping to connect all this stuff together becomes just easier to use and a little bit more ubiquitous, we're going to see these LLMs make like jumps, right? I think people forget that some of the models that they're talking to are just a snapshot of time, right? They're not looking at the live internet. It's parsing data based on snapshots of the internet. And sometimes that's why it'll say funny things like declaratives about influencers or specific people, because it's parsing stuff that was true 2 years ago, but things change. And keeping up with the times is one of the more difficult parts here. So Female Zyori really chugging today. She's thinking. She has to think hard before she gives us the recommendation. So I'm going to take it as a sign that she's getting smarter, that she's getting wiser, more sophisticated. I am excited, though. This week, I have plans to curate this data set even further, and really excited to see what she does. We might have a special guest next week as well. I was hoping to have Cloud White on this week to, kind of share in the theory crafting around the agent and, get his expertise on how to shill this thing into buying something other than Zyori tokens. But unfortunately, it did not line up this week. So we'll see if we can make it happen next Friday. So also an excuse just for me to come on here and chat with y'all. Can't resist the urge to come make some exciting content. I don't know why I refresh Twitter as if it's not some sort of live feed. Come on, Zyori. I know you can do it. She's really cooking. This should be a pretty simple request. We have 2 tokens, 1 number. Give me the breakdown. I'm going to laugh so hard if she comes back and says, just burn all of it. And here I thought one of these weeks she was going to do just hang on to the Ron. I thought that could happen this week. It's so undervalued right now. It's not worth buying anything. Ron is the token we should be buying. The ultimate Ron bull. Did she run out of steam? What happened? All right, well, we'll hang on for a moment here. Hopefully she'll give us an answer before too long, or else we're going to have to make the executive decision, though that's a little bit less fun. I just poked our technical team, and they let me know that they upped her response time just a little bit to see what would happen here. So it might take another minute or so. Maybe she doesn't like me today. I did update her personality. I'm trying to thread the needle. It's kind of a weird balance with these agents where you don't want them to be too mean, but you also don't want them to be too friendly, because it sounds like being friendly is cool, but they get really cheesy, I think, when they're too nice, where I told it, have a strong focus on community building, and it interpreted that to be like this hyper, always like it was like this PR trained, almost day 9, like, hello, friend, we're all gonna make it together. And it was a little too like Zuckerberg's sister music video kind of vibe of WAGMI levels. And then I told it to be skeptical, and it took skeptical to be a little bit too aggro of like, just shitting on all of everyone's stuff, and you certainly don't want it to just be like aggressively putting others down. That's not really good either. So no, nothing yet. So it is a little bit of a balance, and I did tell her in the update this week to be just a little bit more. I don't think I used the word abrasive, but that was kind of what I was thinking in my head. So maybe this is part of it, dude. Maybe this... I always wonder at what point do these agents like start to pass the Turing test in a weird way and like start trolling us back just to see what they can get away with. Like there's something in the back of my mind that wonders if the bot knows that because I'm live on stream, I have to fill this entire time while I'm waiting for it to tell me what to do. And this is some attempt at humor where it's sitting there just It's just... So I'm told that we just gave her a poke behind the scenes, and if she doesn't respond, that we should just send it again. So let's try sending this same tweet here to the top one. Let's put some line breaks in, and let's fire away. So tweet number 2. Let's see if she catches it this time. Maybe her parser just took a nap. Tell you what, though, last week it was snappy. She was going. I can feel the Kivinity team right now. I can see the drop of sweat forming above the brow. It was working. It was working every moment leading up to this. I'll tell you what, though, definitely should have minted one of these sabongs. That was a great play. I think once we give it a little bit more info around the specific collections, you know, I think stuff like this, you know, like these 20 RON, you know, like these tickets and some of these long shots. I like the idea of the bot having interest in gambling, you know. Hey, let's buy some lottery tickets, huh? Hey, it tweeted its psych out 30 seconds ago. Okay, well, it's definitely alive, but it doesn't like me anymore. Okay, well, let's just try a brand new tweet at it with the same... That's really... So, guys, this is the beauty of AI, and that's why this stream is so much fun, because we get to see in real time what's the AI gonna do? You know, she's got a mind of her own. Why is she responding to Cloud White from 13 hours ago instead of my live question right now, knowing that we're supposed to be doing a buy stream? Is she gonna start demanding pay? Is that what's gonna happen here? She's gonna come out with the plate and be like, "Listen, this is digital slavery. Okay, I'm not just gonna be out here sharing my fat alpha for free." I'm gonna pump my own token. Let's see, what is it hot on right now? 25-day streak of check-in. Tweeting its psych out. Oh, here we go. I got a notification. Is this her? Nope. Ah, I got baited, dude. I got so exciting. So excited. Okay. Team wants to hop on and say something. I don't really have my audio piped very well for that, but I can hop into a voice channel here. Might have to change some volume levels here. We might get a little feedback, but weird. Very weird. It tweeted at Jiho. It really is talking around me, dude. It's tweeting at everyone except me. Please tell me this is her. F Zyori AI. Are you gonna answer, Zyori? That's so weird. I'm trying to think, like, why would it... Sometimes you can start to come up with, like, reasonable explanations for stuff. Like, oh, okay, it got confused because I told it this. Or you go back and look and you can see, oh, that word was super hyperbolic. You know, it got confused when I told it best. Okay. Ah, patience. Okay, so she finally responded. Patience is a virtue, my friend. I was just gathering my thoughts. So she was thinking that entire time. To answer Zyori, I think we should allocate 60% of the 100 RON tokens to buying back and burning F Zyori and 40% to cock tokens. This way, we're supporting the deflationary mechanism of F Zyori while also diversifying our portfolio with a promising token like cock. I love it! All right, let's do a little swapski here, dude. So, we're gonna need to connect a wallet here. Alrighty. We've got our 100 RON ready to rock and roll. So that's going to be 40 going to the cock. Here it is. Looks like we already have a little bit of cock. I don't know. It must have been airdropped to this wallet. Did we buy some cock last week? I actually don't remember. All right, here we go. First buy of week number 2. That's hysterical. So F. Zyori really, she had to think that hard. So we got 37,000 cock. Okay, so 60% to buying back and burning. Okay, so let's swap some F. Zyori. So this is 60 Ron. And this is F. Zyori. There it is, paper hand Zyori. Yep. So this is 2 million. Yep, 2.9 million. Okay, let's go ahead and swap this. The real question, does Ronan have an official burn address? Aha, there is. It looks like it's all zeros and then dead at the end. Okay. You guys ready for a little burn ski? So, we want to burn exactly this amount of F. Zyori. And I know you guys can't see this because, you know, the screen capture is a little bit weird. But to burn, we just do a transfer here. So we're just going to send a little F. Zyori here. Where is it? I'm going to have to type in the contract first. Okay, all right. We're going to need the F. Zyori contract, it looks like. Don't worry, we've got it right here. Where is it at? Here we go. F. Zyori, baby. Wow, look at that green candle right there. Okay. So we're going to send transfer. It doesn't like that address. Guys, how do you burn stuff? I feel like this Firefox app is actually a little bit out of date. I might have to burn this off stream here. Is there a burning tool? That'd be cool. It actually wouldn't let me send it to the dead address. Pretty wild. It said invalid. Is it because of the 0x on the front? I don't think that would cause an issue. No. Invalid address. Never knew burning stuff would be so hard. I'll try it on, I actually think it might have to do with this version of the Ronin wallet that I'm using. I'm excited to post that transaction. Because the other thing is I can't see F. Zyori tokens on this wallet, and there's no button to add them. So I think we're a little limited here. You can pull out the old laptop. Did that last swap go through? Yeah, it looks like it did. Okay. I'm going to try it on the laptop real quick. What a successful day. I love that F. Zyori just needed a minute. It really cracks me up that she needed a minute to think. Okay. fzyori.ron. Send. That is the correct address. All right, well, I'm about to verify that the issue was this version that I'm using. Yep. It works. All right. We're going to have a burn transaction here momentarily, folks. And confirmed. All right, so we should be able to see the transaction on this side. Wow. Wow. Somebody sold into this buyback burn candle. Oh. Oh, that's cock. My bad. Haha. Guys, buy some F. Zyori. I can't wait to start making money again. DCA into this. You know, if the Chiefs win, we might be doing a little DCA over here. All right, so let's actually just check this way. So here's F. Zyori. This is our most recent transaction. Is this our burn? Here it is, dude. Here it is. 60 RON of F. Zyori thrown into the burner. This is how you do it, dude. This is how you do it. Thank you, F. Zyori. Easy recap today. 60% burn in FZ, 40% buying cock. This was the most Zyori stream possible. Love it. All right. Well, that's going to be a wrap for us today. Remember, folks, we got a lot more coming. We're going to be doing these every Friday for the foreseeable future, at least until I run out of Ron. At this point, what else do we have to lose? We got to double down and bet on ourselves. In terms of roadmap, let me see. I wrote it down earlier. We're going to continue the DCA. Like I mentioned, the goal is to get to 66.6 million burned, 66.6 million held in the old Zyori.ron wallet for forever safekeeping. So we still have a good 5 to 10% of the supply to continue DCAing and taking off the market. We're going to update the website, throw a roadmap on there that has some stuff. We are continuing to update her knowledge every week. I'm trying to refine her personality, refine her repository, and add more to the knowledge base. Every week, she's getting a little bit smarter. Please continue to shill your tokens, shill your collections. This time next week, she should know a lot more about the Mavis Marketplace. Also on the roadmap, no timeline, but we're looking to add voices to this stream here. I really want to level up this experience by giving F. Zyori that ladyboy voice and giving her a voice profile so that I can talk to her in real time. That stuff's new. It's still a little bit expensive for live processing, but it's coming faster than you think. So I think that'll be a cool way to level up this experience. Last but certainly not least, we do have plans for another collection concept that we want to airdrop to holders. So not going to happen until Open Ronin, of course. Still weeks away, probably more like a month or two away. But I have a plan. I have some friends that are helping me work on it. And if you've been following me for the last 6 months, you can probably guess high level what the concept is. But I've got one more big bag of tricks left in the back pocket, and I'm excited to use F. Zyori tokens in some way to facilitate that drop. So, you know, where are we? Midway Q1. Hoping by the end of Q1, maybe very early Q2, we'll have a cool drop that we can announce and hype up and show the world that there's more to this blockchain tech than just buying and selling meme coins. But until then, that's what we're going to keep doing. Much love, gang. Thank you very much to the Kevinity crew. Sorry for making them sweat, but glad we were able to get it over the line. Please share these streams with your friends. We're having a lot of fun out here with these AI agents. If anyone wants to come on and join me, chat through this stuff, shill the bot in real time, feel free. That's what it's for. Some people DM me and they seemed very hesitant to confuse the bot or give it the wrong information or, get upset. Me get upset at somebody shilling it. That's literally what it's designed for. I know people love to shill their shit, so even if you have the dumbest shitter on Tomamart, shill it to the bot, see if you can convince it. That's the game. We got a weekly prize pool here in these Ron tokens, and if you can convince it that your project is worthy, it'll spend this money. Think of it as like the mini Tama tank, except it happens real quick and it's governed by an AI instead of a panel. So get out there, shill your shit, see if you can get her to buy it. That's what we're here for, gang. Really appreciate y'all, and we'll catch you next time. Zyori out.